Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Ad Nauseum. I am Scott, and with me, as usual, per the usual, is producer Pat. Pat, say hi.
What's going on, man?
What is your your background this week? Is that the Four Seasons? What Trump or like Rudy Giuliani that shit?
Yeah,
the
because I'm
background?
wearing the hoodie that says Four Seasons Total
That's
Landscaping.
pretty great merch.
So I made it the background as well.
I bet they sold so much merch that they never even owned at the beginning.
Yeah, I remember like when that whole thing first happened, like it took them a 1 or 2 days to put the merch together, and they sold out like right away. I mean, other people started selling it before they did.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop that from happening, but that's a great hoodie.
Yeah, and someone just booked a concert there, I think, too. So now it's like a legitimate venue, which is hilarious.
It's totally, it didn't even have to pivot, but it pivoted because now it's just like, it's like a pop culture phenomenon now.
Yeah, I'm happy to see the owners just fully taking advantage of that. Good for them.
It's really great.
They're winning lottery ticket and they're cashing out.
Yeah. On this week's episode, we got a handful of stinkers. We got some Oscar Mayer, some Hershey's Kisses, some smart water. Pat and I were just talking about the liquid death. Why the fuck are we ever gonna, like, why should we ever buy water at a bar? They'll just give it to you for free, yet I've bought it, you've bought it.
I want the tall boy can.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm drinking like a big beer. Makes me, I don't know. And it's got the label.
I'm with you.
It's
the label's
stupid.
Cool.
It's so stupid. And I can drink like 6 of them and I won't even drink 1 glass of water.
No, you got to be, it's like going to work at a coffee shop. You need to be seen working, okay, with your laptop and everything else. You just got to be seen. I get it.
Yeah, and that's, exactly. And if you get the water, you're not giving them money. You got to pay them money. So it's like you're just supporting local business when you do that.
I'm a total consumer as well. I get it. Speaking of being a consumer, welcome to Ad Nauseum. This is the most unsponsorable podcast that exists. And there's like podcasts that talks about like murder and child pedophilia and shit like that. And they're getting stamps.com money. We're not getting those dollars.
Yeah, and they don't get pulled down either. We have things get pulled down.
Yeah, we're having an issue with some local jackass in Kansas City who thinks he needs to thinks that his art is precious, and there's nothing worse than a precious person.
I agree. That honestly made me do some research because I didn't really. I mean, it makes sense, but for whatever reason, I kind of assumed if something's on YouTube, it's fair play.
Right.
But I guess whatever, copyrights do apply to YouTube.
There's no copyright. Let's stop it. Long story short, you guys don't know this. One of our episodes was kind of edited or pulled down because a video that we used in our podcast was apparently it's being taken down by, or like kind of like disputed by the director of said video, which I'm not even going to talk about it because like I have yet to get all internet tough guy on him with the email. However, don't
need to get into it, but I also don't think that he really owns the video anyway. He just has the password to the YouTube channel.
Yep, pretty much. Oh well, and it doesn't matter.
That's what it is. Fine.
I have better things to do. I think Pat does too, like wearing cool Four Seasons.
Probably gonna upload that shit again though. Fuck you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. What's our first commercial there, Patrick?
It is. It's an Oscar Mayer commercial.
This one was just weird. I saw it and I immediately wrote it down. I was just like, I don't even know what the fuck is happening in this. So go ahead and play that bad boy.
This will be edited out later because this is taking me a second. Oh my God.
I don't know if there was no audio in that or what it was. There wasn't much said, but if you aren't watching this on YouTube, like most people don't, literally this mom is making a hot dog for her daughter who's in a child's seat, a child's chair. And all of a sudden she turns around to give her the hot dog and the daughter lifts the hot dog off the plate with her laser eyes and grills it. Like perfectly grills it. It puts grill marks on it, and then
perfect grill marks,
and that's the end of it. It's just a baby with laser vision.
Yeah, and
with fucking lightning coming out of her eyes.
I don't know if there was an audio problem. I could hear it fine, but also no one was speaking. Nothing
was said. Yeah.
Like not one word was said. I don't even think there was music. You could kind of hear the laser a little bit. That was
Yeah.
about it.
I think the baby was like laughing, but it's just pure chaos because there's no premise. Like why is this baby Thor? Why is baby Thor fucking doing this? I mean, it's just so strange because it's so stupid. Like give me one little premise of like put a Thor hat on her, and I'm like, oh, she's a little baby Thor. No,
yeah, it kind of seems like an Incredibles knockoff where they had the little baby that kept doing all the things. I think it had laser eyes too or something. I don't really remember, but I mean, what was the
there's
point
no
of
reference,
this commercial?
There's no reference. I don't know.
It was only 15 seconds too, so like not even a full 30-second commercial.
I mean, hey, I love an Oscar Mayer wiener just as much as the next person. However, I just don't get, if it's an Incredibles thing, then run an Incredibles promo for the next 10 seconds, like something.
No, I'm with you. I love hot dogs. I'm already sold on this product. Why are you trying to confuse me?
Yeah, I wonder if they're just like, hey, we're hot dogs and we don't know what the fuck to do anymore, and no one cares, but we have a budget, so we have to do something.
That's true. And I mean, like if you're buying hot dogs, you're already gonna buy hot dogs. I mean, Oscar Mayer's, they're the ones that are at the grocery store.
I think they spent most of that budget on flying all of their creatives to Joshua Tree, and everyone just did peyote. And this was the best idea they came up with.
Yeah, big peyote, like ayahuasca trip. Like
it's just dumb. Like when you see a dumb commercial, it angers me. I need better things to do in my life, obviously, since commercials piss me off. But this is just, it was insane. Like right as I saw it, I wrote it down. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but we're talking about it on the podcast.
It also has 1.1 million views on YouTube. Why are people watching this?
I'm half of those. I just keep watching it and get pissed off.
Just like trying to figure it out. And the comments are turned off too. So it's like,
that's not good.
Yeah.
Not a good sign.
Like, nope. Don't want your input on this one.
Well, we gave our input. Let's move on to the next commercial. I think it's which is this one?
Oh no, I will just say fun fact. When I was in middle school, I had an Oscar Mayer belt buckle from PacSun.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I had a whistle. It was made like, it looked like the Oscar Mayer mobile, the Wiener mobile.
Oh yeah.
And it was a whistle, and it looked super, super homoerotic in my mouth when I would use it to whistle. Like,
yeah, I just like the belt buckle, and then other people were like, "Oh, I get it, Oscar Mayer Wiener," and I'm like, didn't even think about it when I bought it. Just like the belt buckle.
Just love the belt buckle.
This next one, it's a Hershey's Kiss commercial.
Yeah, this one angered me too.
Oh, this one's also only 15 seconds.
Do you remember your first kiss? It was a long kiss.
So I wouldn't say it was that long.
Did she know it was coming? I think so.
The first kiss was a shocker. I remember being pretty caught off guard.
So there's multiple things I thought when I first saw this. Two of the most uncharismatic pieces of shit. This is who they cast. This is like the real. I actually believe that this is a couple just because of how boring they are. Like the guy's a dud, the girl's a dud, and basically after I watched this commercial, I was like, there is zero chemistry here. They broke up immediately.
Yeah, they've been together for 10 years.
What the fuck was that? Like neither of them sounded like, he sounded mildly interested in her, and she sounded checked the fuck out if they're actually dating.
Yeah, she didn't care at all. And like, we were talking about how like in commercials now, it's a lot of just like very attractive interracial people where it seems like,
all the time,
not realistic really.
Right.
But this, you're 100% correct. This seems like a couple you would see like at a restaurant or a bar, and like they're both on their phones and they're not talking to each other.
Nope, they don't have sex anymore.
The magic's gone.
Magic's gone. I don't even think they want to have sex with other people. They're just like, this is who we are now. We're settling.
There's like that Alabama thing. Life sucks.
Yeah, life sucks.
This sucks.
Starts crying. It is crazy. Them.
And they're not attractive people either, really, which is weird for a commercial. Like they're not ugly, but like they do look like real people.
Yeah, and normally I feel like they're like, okay, we brought in like 4 couples. Let's use the ones that are the best. Like, are these the best couples you brought in? Are these the top fucking couples of your casting call? Because if so, I want to see those other duds too. I want to see those other monsters.
Yeah, it's like you film people for an entire day, and this was the best 15 seconds you could put together.
Yeah, this is like, okay, these are our most compatible too. You're like, fucking what? These guys suck. This girl wants out, and this guy is just like, I don't know. He was a snoozeville. I was a one-way ticket to fucking Sleepy Town.
And they both really remember their first kiss differently too.
Yeah, I mean, I remember having some first kisses and saying some I love yous. I've never been just not on the same page with a person before.
Yeah. That's really great. Yeah, I think that they might be talking about different people.
And let's say that these are just two dumbass actors and they had stuff written for them.
Sure.
Whoever wrote this doesn't make any sense.
No.
Why would they not remember the same fucking, like, if you're talking about Hershey Kisses bringing people together, they couldn't be more farther apart right now, man.
Yeah, she was like, I was caught off guard. I didn't want him to kiss me.
Yeah, he was like, oh no, she knew it was coming. I came in with the tongue.
She loved it.
God, this is so stupid and bad. And it got my blood boiling. How many views on this one?
Oh my God. This one has almost 2.3 million views.
These are commercials. Why do they have more than 8 views? Like, this is
Why
insane.
are people looking these up?
I don't get it. Like, not a lot of people have a podcast about commercials. I'm pretty sure it's just us. And I don't know how they have 2 million fucking views. That is insane to me.
That's absolutely insane. Oh, and their names are Eric and Lisa, which that's the perfect name.
Ugh.
Obviously, they're Eric and Lisa.
We went to high school with those monsters. I guarantee. Like, I know 78 million people like that, like them.
The top comment, because they do have comments, which that's a mistake on this video. Top comment says, she contradicts everything he says. It's such an awkward and uncomfortable commercial. Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
But I like that. We need to start reading the comments on some of these because the voices need to be heard outside of you and I's, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like the fact that like other people are like, yeah, no, we're all on the same page here.
No one's
said,
like,
they said two different things. Are they even a couple?
You know that, yeah, some other people are like, one monster is in that comment section being like, this was so adorable and loving and it made me cry. And everyone else is like, these two suck. They hate each other. Fuck everyone. Someone in there thought it was touching.
Yeah, people that like genuinely comment on like commercial, like YouTube, like commercials on YouTube. It's like, what are you doing with your life? Like, I don't know. Moved by this commercial.
I thought I was a lazy person, but these commercial YouTube commenters are next level. I love it.
It's insane. Yeah,
it's bonkers, man.
What a hobby. I mean, I guess we're doing it on a podcast, but like. I could
at least we have some
commenting on a commercial.
Yeah, but at least like 30 people will listen to this podcast. Who's just gonna go read the comments on a fucking YouTube commercial post?
Yeah, no, I'm like the only person. I won't go through the comments on everything.
I like
that commercial was bonkers. It makes no sense. Someone came up with that and was like, "This is good."
Yeah, this is gonna be good reading the internet comments from now on because like we need to know what people are saying.
This next one is Smart Water.
Yeah, this one caught me off guard because I saw it online. I didn't see it, on TV, but it's just so goddamn long. It's a Pete Davidson Smart Water commercial. Go ahead and play it.
Oh wow, it's a minute long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of questionable choices, and a couple of them need removing. Were all my bad decisions because I was dehydrated? I mean, maybe. Definitely not. Like, there was this time I thought I was a model.
Actually, we can get into a fitting right now.
Oh, no worries. And living in my mom's basement to my late 20s.
Mom, I've seen nudity before.
Well, not in this house. Oh, Sebastian.
I don't know, like when I thought I was too cool for walking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But now I'm trying to make smarter choices, hydrating with Smart Water and stuff like that.
We got a long way to go here. So.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
It's just so random. I get that Pete Davidson is a star and he's had a movie out in like the last year or so, but it's just like I feel like Smart Water just gave him the reins on this one and he wrote that whole commercial.
Yeah, no, it definitely seemed like he was, excuse me, it definitely seemed like he was riffing like in the chair.
Yeah.
And maybe they filmed kind of the after shots that they cut to later after he was done riffing or something. Like, yeah, it seemed, like he came up with the whole thing. It just seemed pretty lazy.
Well, it's just, it's like also it's just such a him commercial. Also, can we talk about the part where he's watching a nude scene with his mom? Because
she's covering his eyes.
Yeah, she's covering his eyes, but the way she says, he was like, Mom, I've seen nudity before. First of all, why are you watching a movie with your mom where there's fucking sex? And then also, she's covering his eyes and she's like, well, you have it in this house. She says it like really fucking sexually, like, oh, after this, we're going to fuck. Like the sexual tension between him and his fake mom was too much.
She's like, yeah, you're gonna see me naked.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get why this is like, this has sexual undertones to it.
No, that was weird.
Like, I'd be like, okay, cut. Hey, this time, can you make it seem like you don't want to fuck your son? How about that?
No, that's what we want. Just like act like you want to fuck your son. Perfect. We got it.
Also, I like how obviously like we're cutting down a comedic commercial. It's obviously meant to be funny, but like where he's like, I just gave up walking and he's on a date with a fucking helmet on. And the girl's like, oh, hi. Yeah, no, go ahead. Enjoy. I'm having fun. Like you're having fun because you know he's rich. Anyone else can't wear a fucking helmet to the dinner table and be taken seriously.
Yeah. And I mean, he is a monster because he ran into that waiter. He saw that waiter.
He could have stopped.
There was so much time for, I mean, first of all, the waiter saw him too. I mean, there was no reason for them to collide.
Absolutely not. And hey, the waiter's working. Like you walk around him.
100%. Yeah. And like, yeah, and you were like rolling towards him. Like you had time to stop, you can stop a hoverboard.
He had like 9 wine glasses on he was making sure he didn't drop those. You're just a fucking man-child, 6'7" man-child on a goddamn scooter. Like you could have went around him. You could have dodged him. You could have stopped even.
Yeah. Are we led to believe that he was wearing that helmet on the entire date?
I think so. I mean, he was already wearing it before he got up from the table. So I'm just assuming he's wearing that helmet.
That's a choice.
It's just a weird commercial. Funny? I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I don't like it.
It's just such a weird pairing. And it like, honestly, why is it a minute long?
Yeah, it didn't need to be that long.
That can't be on TV. It has to just be on the internet. But then also, like, is that a YouTube video? Like, how many views does this thing have?
This one has 500,000 views.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably not that old. So
yeah, it was uploaded July 5th. So it's been up for 500,000 in a couple of weeks. That's pretty insane.
Who are these people?
And the comments are turned on, but there are 0 comments.
Oh wow! Should we be the first one?
Please listen to Ad Nauseum.
Hey Pete, tell us how good at sex your mom was, because like that's all I'm thinking about right now. How awesome was your mom in bed?
But you're right. Like Pete Davidson does just kind of like he's good at making things about himself. I mean, now he had the weed young person shtick for a while, and now his shtick is I used to make a bunch of bad decisions, and now I'm trying to be a better person.
I'm a man child. Honestly,
I'm getting my tattoos removed because I have too many.
He's great because like I appreciate anyone who's in their 30s and still dresses like an 8-year-old, because I do the same thing. And so I like that about him. Also, I like that he just doesn't give a shit. I'm a big fan of that. And like that don't give a shit attitude has gotten him a lot of hot ladies. So good on him.
Yeah, I mean, he's had more pussy than he deserved. For sure.
It's the American dream.
It really is. Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, I mean, good for him. But those tattoos are awful.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible. All right, now that we have those commercials out of the way, this week's segment is Producer's Pick with Patrick.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know if we can see this, dude. I got like a coffee beforehand.
Yeah.
And this was supposed to be a quad shot of espresso and a big grande cup. Like I just wanted the 4 shots in a big cup with lots of ice so that it would melt fast and I could drink it fast.
Right.
I asked for a splash of almond milk. This is a fucking 32 ounces of almond milk.
That looks like a nightmare to drink.
Like that's just whatever.
Is it good?
I haven't taken a sip yet because it just looks like milk. I'm gonna see.
I was say 4 shots of espresso.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just too much milk in there.
Yeah, no, I feel like you gotta go to a mom and pop coffee shop. Stop supporting Starbucks.
No, yeah, that is my fault for sure.
Did they spell your name wrong? Because they do that shit on purpose now.
No, yeah, they spelled it right, but it's like I use Starbucks sometimes because they have like an app and you don't have to talk to people and you can just order it on your phone and you can just walk in and it's there. And
no, that's smart. That's good.
The big thing for me is
that's a good idea.
Human interaction.
I'm with you on that one.
You're right, though. I should support local coffee shops. I think some of them do have online ordering, but whatever, it's fine.
I doubt it.
This is the producer's pick. This is a movie trailer for a film. This is a movie trailer for a film coming out in the fall.
Okay.
I shared it on my Twitter the other day. I'm a big fan of this film series.
Yeah, people don't think about movie trailers being commercials, but they're 100% commercials.
There's an art to it. I went down a rabbit hole the other night of watching trailers from like the 80s and 90s. And like movie trailers, like for like Lethal Weapon and stuff, are like they're bonkers. Like they're so over the top and insane, and they have the announcer voice and everything, which we don't get much of now anymore.
Right.
Now you get, and this is what this trailer is. This trailer's gonna pretty much show you the whole movie, I think, which is now what a lot of trailers are.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, oh cool, now I don't have to watch the movie.
Freedom is a fragile thing, and it's never more than one generation away from extinction.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
World history who have known.
I've seen all 3 God's Not Dead movies. I love them.
Never known it again.
Let's face it, your God, your book, they're in the way. You feel that you're making a last-ditch stand for your faith, and you've chosen this as a hill that you're willing to die on.
Our whole faith started because one man chose a hill he was willing to die on.
Right. Fucking perfect. Great line.
Call this hearing of the House Subcommittee to order.
Right now, there's an effort underway to mandate universal educational guidelines.
Once
there's some stars in this.
Needs to know,
oh yeah.
It becomes imperative that every child know it.
Remember the visit we got from social services the other day?
I'm here to review your homeschooling environment.
Religion has been removed from our schools. They're teaching kids that they don't need God.
If you not show up at school a week from Monday, you will be charged with contempt of court, meaning you will be incarcerated.
Shannon said last night she doesn't want her parents going to jail.
This is bigger than just homeschooling.
I think we should fight this.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Just want to make sure you understand what you're fighting here.
Our district teaches a revisionist version of history.
If God is for us, who can be against us?
Around here, just about everyone else.
The country is just now beginning to realize that unity means winning under our terms.
For 2,000 years, men have been trying to get rid of Christianity. What makes you think that you can accomplish what they couldn't?
They didn't have an 83% approval rating.
What is this music change?
Part of your plan, isn't it? Keep us all divided so we don't realize that you're really chipping away at our freedoms and liberties.
America is a country so blessed to whom much is given, much will be required.
He died in one of the movies, that guy.
Statues and those monuments, they say you work for us.
You are out of order, Mr. Hill.
Government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Oh God. Oh man. So I didn't know there were multiples of the God's Not Dead movies.
Oh yeah, that's also the 4th one.
Also, who is this? Who was the guy that just recently was killed in jail? The Oracle owner, the guy who.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name?
McAfee.
What?
Is it McAfee?
McAfee. Or something like that. Whatever.
Yeah, John McAfee.
John something. Yeah, like that's who this like lead guy in this movie reminds me of, with the bleach blonde hair, but then the brown goatee, and like, what are you? And also, I love how the music in this for like the first 3/4 of the trailer was like some Michael Bay. Oh, this is some action shit. Even though everything is just people talking, there's no action. It's literally a movie about arguing. And then also,
and a lot of it's they're in the Capitol, but like that is obviously like a conference room or something.
Yeah.
There's no way that's the Capitol.
It's just wild because like there's like this is actually how Twitter works. when people are up in an uproar on Twitter, everyone thinks it's like 20 million people. No, it's literally like 8 people sitting around in a circle talking about like, how God is being attacked and Christianity is being attacked. Hey, here's why we don't need to teach that shit in schools. Because we have fucking church every week. Fucking everyone goes. And that's where you need to learn this shit. So like this shit reeks of like QAnon people and the Trumpers, because they're like, we're being attacked. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. I don't know why everyone has to put like this war effort kind of mentality into everything. No one's being attacked. And that one guy, like where everyone's like standing up and clapping, like this is just gonna suck Christianity's dick for 2 hours. This movie.
Oh yeah, that's all the 3 other movies are. You watch them. I tried to get our friend Zach to watch the first one last night, and I kept fast forwarding through it. Because in the first one, it has Kevin Sorbo.
Oh yeah,
of Hercules fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he is an atheist professor that takes on a kid who thinks God is real, and that's the whole premise of the movie.
I'm guessing he's converted at the end too.
No, he gets hit by a car and dies and accepts Christ.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and like he's lonely and everything because he's an atheist, and then he gets hit by a car, and then the guy with the bleached blonde hair finds him in the street, and he's like, "Do you accept Jesus Christ as your savior?" And he's got blood coming out of his mouth. He's like, "I'm an atheist." And
oh my God,
he accepts Christ. But no, it's all Christian propaganda, and every one of these movies, there is in all of them, there is not a religion that's more persecuted than Christianity.
Right.
They have it the worst.
They've been trying to get rid of Christianity for 2,000 years. No, they haven't. No one has.
It's like the most acceptable religion in like 80% of the country. Like it's
if
like everyone's a Christian.
Yeah, if Christianity was a ice cream flavor, it's fucking vanilla. It's always going to be around. It's not going anywhere. Fucking relax.
But yeah, it's so over the top. They're so cheap. In the first one, there's like a Middle Eastern girl who like gets beat by her like Iraqi parents because she wants to be a Christian because she doesn't want to be like Hindu anymore. Whatever. It's just like they're absurd. I love them. I think they're great. The third one is actually not bad. Like the first 2 are definitely like just straight up awful propaganda movies.
Right.
But the second one has John Corbett as he's the bleached blonde hair guy's brother who left the church. So it's like they actually have somewhat of a nuanced conversation about like why he left the church and whatnot. But then this fourth one this trailer is like, this is also, we're back to the roots of just like, man, it sucks to be Christian. They're taking Christianity out of schools. America's going to be over. They definitely also film these movies like without permits. Like they do it guerrilla style where they just like pop up in DC and then they film it and then they're out.
Which is insane because Christianity has so much money. Like you can find a backer for this, like it shouldn't be hard to find money to make this movie.
Yeah. And I guess that's why they keep making them. The first one made a couple million, like it was made for like $2 million, but it made almost $100 million. Like,
I believe it.
They make a lot of money. So it's like, I'm super obsessed with the faith film industry and like all the people now watch these movies because it's like there is like a large number of people in America that watch this shit.
Oh yeah, totally.
There's one out now with Jamie Kennedy where it's called Roe versus Wade, and it's like an anti-abortion movie.
With Jamie Kennedy?
Yeah, he plays like a lawyer.
Jesus, I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna watch this movie because I've already seen it. I just saw the trailer. That's good. I've seen the movie already.
Yeah, I will go see it in theaters, but it was the whole movie, and that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, that's a great way to end on a really, really bad looking movie that I'm not gonna go watch. So I'll hear your recap sometime later.
Well, and also it's the fourth one, and it's God's Not Dead, We the People. Real missed opportunity to not be God's Not Dead for the people.
Oh, good point. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm good if you're good, Patrick.
I'm good, buddy.
We're going to get this on a more of a normal track. They're going to start. We used to try and do these on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Now they're going to drop on Mondays. So we're going to get more consistent with that. So thanks for joining us. If you want to send us some commercials, please do so. You can email us at adnauseampod@gmail.com, or just find us on Instagram, adnauseampod, and share one of your stinkers or one of your favorite commercials with us, and we will gladly put it on the old podcast.
Yeah, if you're one of those people that contributes to the millions of views on these commercials, please let us know what you're watching. Send them to us.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, until next week, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.